when I think about gender balanced environments, a lot of the time, the first reaction is people think that creating a gender balanced environment is about, just increasing more women to, make it quote unquote fair. But actually, that's not what it's about. Because sometimes we forget to speak about how a gender balanced environment also has a positive effect on men. And what do I mean by that? Well, it's how to normalize certain behaviors by removing this barrier that certain things are particular. We talk in very much gender-based behaviors. So, women tend to do this, men tend to do that. This is why, you might see loads of women working in HR, but you tend to see more men in portfolio management. But the reality is that the more we create a gender balanced environment, the higher the chances are of people being able to see that success is not correlative for any job to gender, but actually it's correlative to access. So the more women you have, the more you normalize that women being in particular roles are just as successful as men, but because the concept of gender itself, when you look at gender historically, is fluid, and I'm not going to get into the whole discussion about it, but the reason why, okay, I'm unfortunately wearing pink today, but the reason why this whole creation of, color assignment, blue being for boys, gender being for pink being for girls, was because gender and behaviors were so fluid. By using colors as a sign to which group you belong to, it became easier to allocate, it became easier to define a group based on this one particular thing. So boys wear blue and boys do this, boys like to do that, girls like to do that. But actually what it forgets is when you create an environment where men are only doing certain jobs, it serves to reinforce that only men can do these jobs, but it also prevents them, or anybody, any group, it also prevents that group from also locking into and actually identifying other characteristics which would potentially increase their success, but they don't think about them because they are feminine. They're not feminine behaviors, it's just another side of their personality. But in creating a gender balanced environment, you also create the environment that implicitly gives permission to use different sides of your personality for the outcome, as opposed to it being something that fully defines you as one gender or another. And that's what I really found interesting when you look at the dynamics of gender and how it works in the workplace specifically, is that if you don't see success in a different form, you accept in your mind that success only exists in that particular form. So if there are only, or if it's male dominated, predominantly men doing a particular job, there's no, let's say, because it's a difficult one, right? Because on the one hand, you have this part of the conundrum, which is we have created a society that allocates certain characteristics to women and other characteristics to men. But if we were to take a step back and just have the characteristics as they are, not assigned, unassigned to no gender at all, and you create an environment where people can just be, imagine your chances of success. Imagine your chances of success, opportunity, innovation, if you just let people be who they are and they don't have to worry about belonging to a certain type, gender-based type of behavior. They could just be. And this is why I think gender balanced environments are critically important to women, our success, moving forward as a society, but just as critically important for men to learn about. When I say their other side, it's not that it's another side completely, but rather how to engage with, how to dial into other sides of their personality, other skills that they may have, but haven't been cultivated because they have been deemed feminine. So think about it. Gender balanced companies are beneficial for both men and women. And when I say men and women, I mean just generally men and women. Both. Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't this be at the top of the agenda? Because it benefits everybody. I'm just gonna leave it there. Why wouldn't you do it? And if you're thinking about if there's a reason why not, this isn't just about women winning. And this is the key point. Gender balanced companies aren't just about women winning. It means men get to win too. So that's my thought for today, and have a great day. Bye bye.